It's time for Friday night football action. The End Zone with your host, Bill Shanks.
And good evening, everyone. Welcome to the End Zone. I'm Bill Shanks from Fox Sports 1670 AM in Macon. Tonight we've got 6 games on the rundown for Middle Georgia. Later on we'll head to Warner Robins for our game of the week. We'll also have 2 games in Macon from Region 2 in AAA. We start with private school football, and you could say that Mount Assail is off to a pretty good start. They scored 42 points in each of the first 3 games. Tonight they welcome Trinity Christian, a first-year program from Colquitt County. Could they stop Miles Swain and the Cavaliers? Well, let's go out and see it. Mike Garvin Stadium for some of the action of this game on just a perfect night for football. Thank you, Michael Esame, for a little cool weather. Here we go. First quarter, Cavaliers with the ball. Ryan McCauley hands off to Miles Swain, runs up the middle for about 13. Knocked out of bounds by Adams and Downs. Then McCauley again tries to take the ball up the middle, but is stopped by Joe Hogan right there. Swain, though, gets the ball, but he's stopped. Connor Adams for a small loss. Then McCauley will get his man, Donald Fleming, who sees a huge opening up the middle for the touchdown. PAT made it 7-0. Cavaliers get the ball back again. McCauley hands it off to Miles Swain, taken down by Snelling and paid for a 5-yard loss. Then McCauley with the ball again back, and he's going to find Will Bentley for a nice gain there up the middle for a touchdown. Cavaliers set up for the PAT, but our cameraman anticipates the kick, but Seth Hadaway takes the ball up, runs it in for a 2-point conversion, and it's 15-0. Mount Assail's out on top. Second quarter now. Cavaliers with the ball again. McCauley looks for an opening, throws it to Miles Swain, and here he goes. Takes off running, dodging Trinity's players, and will go in for the score. This is a good play, and maybe the best in Middle Georgia right here. They missed the PAT. It was 21-0. Trinity with the ball now. Daniel Schultz with the ball, runs up the right side, passes to Snelling, and is going to be intercepted. Jacob Pape with the INT. He runs the ball 60 yards and to the 20. 15, cuts back up to the center of the field, and he's going to score. How about that? PAT was good, made it 28-0. Here's our Middle Georgia orthopedic hit of the week. Snelling and the ball to Adams, and watch this. Boom! Oh, that hurt. Boy, it rocked that rib right there. It was 28-0, and Mount Assail's cruisers here. They are now 4-0 on the season as they win this ball game. 49-0 is the score. There you go. Cavs on a roll. Now out to Jack Baines Field. Tatnall looking for its 3rd win in a row, hosting Mount Presbyterian. Here we go, right here when we get there. First play when we get there. On the 1-foot line, John Rader pokes it through for the touchdown for Tatnall. They march in for 6 points right there. That touchdown made it 14-6 after the PAT. Tatnall winning, and the band played on. There they are. On the kickoff now to Mount Vernon. Michael Lands takes off all across the land, and what a good run right here by Mount Vernon all the way down the Tatnall 18-yard line. Nice run. A few plays later, 4th and 16 play coming from Mount Vernon. On the 21, Elijah Bennett scrambles to his left, avoids the tackle, maybe sees a little daylight, maybe a first down, but no, they knock him out of bounds, and Tatnall will get the ball back. Trojans on their own 12 to start the drive. They get their running game going. Clay Humphreys, gain of about 16 right there to the 31 for another first down. Next play again. Humphreys gets the pitch out, and he gets to the 40-yard line. Another first down, 10 yards for Tatnall. Then Humphreys again gets the ball. A little shake and bake right here for up to about the 48.5-yard line. But then Tatnall would have the drive stall right there on Mount Vernon's 40. The Trojans would fumble and hand it right back to them. The halftime score is 14-6 Tatnall, and they would go on to win this game by the score of 35-14. They are now 3-2 on the year. Out to Stratford. Eagles hosting Memorial Day. Cam Douthit, the Braves' next second baseman. Look out, Dan Ugla. Here we go now. Blue Thunder from Memorial Day have the ball first, and they will have a handoff to Malcolm Quarterman from their own 14 to the 38-yard line. A pickup of 24 right there. Memorial Day driving. Quarterback Earl Washington drops back and heaves it all the way to the Stratford 24. Kendarius Dukes, big first down there for the Blue Thunder. They're knocking on the door. 2 plays later, Memorial Day on the Stratford 20. Washington in the air. Touchdown to the number 10, Derek Wright. Blue Thunder strike first. PAT would be good, and it was an impressive first drive for the visitors. Memorial Day with a 7-0 advantage over Stratford. Now Stratford around midfield here. 3rd down and 1 yard to go. Handoff to Austin Simmons. Up the gut for about a 7-yard gain and a first down right there. Next play now for Stratford. The quarterback, John Mitchell, on the play action finds Mac Baggerly. And watch him take off and fight off the defender. No, you're not going to get him. No, 10-5, knocked out at the 3-yard line right there. And then first and goal on the 3. Mitchell, handoff to Simmons, who fumbles, but he thankfully falls onto the end zone for 6 points. Joey Cleveland now would come in and get the PAT. That's the score right there. Here's the PAT, but hold on, there's a flag, dead ball foul. And on Memorial Day, they made him kick it again, so Cleveland then has it blocked. That really cost Stratford. That was 7-6 right there. And then Memorial Day would come back and score on this next play. But Stratford would come back and win a tremendous game here. 41-40 is the score. That was an exciting second half. Eagles are now 4-0. They host Trinity Christian next week and barely get by with a 1-point win there at home. When we come back, we move to Region 2 in AAA with games at Central and Westside. More of the End Zone right after this.
Welcome back to the End Zone. The Hit of the Week is brought to you by Middle Georgia Orthopedic.
We're back on the End Zone. I'm Bill Shanks. Let's now move to Region 2 AAA action with the start with Peach County visiting Central. The Trojans came in at 3-0 after a close win over Veterans last week. Chad Campbell's boys had allowed only 20 points in the first 3 games, so it would be a tough task for the Chargers, who were shut out by Rutland last week. Let's take you back out to the Bibb County Sports Complex for the video between the Trojans and the Chargers. Here we go. Trojans now start with the ball. Kentel Kendrick and the shotgun drops back, and Jackson brings him down with 2 others for Central. Trojans will eventually punt. Chargers will get it back. The quarterback, Clark, would pitch to his left. Wisby, number 7, will get smacked right there. Ooh, that hurt too. Trojans linebacker Hall with the tackle there. Central now on the 30-yard line. Clark rolls to his left, and he's going to hit Demarius Sinclair for about a 30-yard pickup as the Chargers are moving the ball, but they would stall and punt it. Trojans get it back. Kendrick under center. The pass coming up to DeMarcus Robinson, and he gets about a 25-yard gain right there in the middle, but there was no score at the end of the first quarter. Trojans now inside the 20. Get that passing game going again. DeBarius Miller is going to fumble, though, inside the 10, and the Chargers would recover the ball. Kind of sloppy play here early on. Chargers would punt again, and the Peach County Trojans would get it back, working inside the 10. Williams gets the ball, goes left, in for 6 points right there, and the PAT would make it 7-0. Peach County on top. Chargers, not a lot of offense, and Peach County would get it back. The screen pass coming up again to Williams, number 8, and he's going to take off, and he's going to score. Right side, he's going to hug that sideline and go all the way in for the 6 points again. They would miss the PAT, and it would be 13-0. Then a good hit coming up right here. Robinson catches the middle of the field, and listen to the crowd here. Boom! Yeah, ooh. Yep, clapping. Good play right there. Peach County wins this game. They are pretty good even when they're not great. I mean, they didn't start off very well tonight, but they did anyway. They won it anyway. 34-0 is the final score. Now to Henderson Stadium, Rutland and Westside, another Region 2 AAA game. Here we go. Small crowd on Hannah night. A beautiful night for football. Come on, folks, go support these kids. Rutland scores first to make it 7-0. Someone stood in front of our cameraman, and we had them escorted out. It was 7-0 Rutland. Westside gets the football, and DeQuavius Walker with a pass to Shannon Smith for about a 40-yard gain here, right there to the Rutland 32-yard line. Watch him go. Nice play there for Smith out of bounds. Then the pass coming up to the wide receiver David James for a 20-yard touchdown. The PAT would be good, and we're all tied at 7 right there in the first quarter on that nice play. Westside with the football, but their quarterback Noah Grayer throws an INT right here to Rutland's DB for a 35-yard return, and Rutland really couldn't move it very much on offense. They'd have to go for a PAT. It would be up and good. And then Westside would get going again. They would have a chance to score some points. Terrell Jackson comes up with a score. Pitch out to him. He's one of the better players in the region as well. He gets it up. Westside up 14-0. And then they would score another touchdown the next play. Westside would go on to win this football game by the score of 23-16. They are now 2-2 on the year. They are at Peach next week, which will be a good game, while the Hurricanes fall to 1-3, and they host West Lawrence. Our game of the week is up next. Warner Robins hosting Colquitt County. We're back right after this.
Welcome back to the End Zone. The Drive of the Week is brought to you by 5-Star Automotive.
We're back, and it's time for our game of the week. We decided to pick a game this week that was not in a region game, but it was a pretty big game for Warner Robins, taking on Colquitt County tonight at McConnell-Talbot Stadium. The Packers from Moultrie undefeated coming in and ranked 4th in the state in 5A. Demons were off last week and really needed to play well tonight before starting region play and taking on Houston County next week. So let's see how the Demons did tonight against the Packers at McConnell Talbot Stadium. Always a great crowd on hand for that game. No doubt about it. They were there tonight supporting their Demons. All right, here we go. Warner Robins gets started first. Ty Odom fakes the handoff, rolls left, finds Akeem Taylor. Nice pickup right there for Warner Robins. Then Brian Sutton's going to get the toss, lowers his shoulders, and is going to pick up about 6 yards on the right side right there for the Demons. This, by the way, is our 5-star drive of the week. Odom then drops, pumps, delivers a strike to Taylor, the wide receiver, breaks 2 tackles and picks up about 25 yards right there. Then Dominique Butts will scoot through for a nice pickup, about 10 yards. Watch the good offensive line play here as Sutton takes off, gets a nice yardage down to the 3-yard line. Then Michael Lee with a carry, sticks in for the touchdown right there. That was our 5-star drive of the week, 7 points for the Demons. Here we go, second quarter. Colquitt, the quarterback, Daniel Mobley drops back. Lots of time, finds Bobby Hill for about a 9-yard gain. Then a new quarterback for Colquitt, a second quarterback. Cole Seagraves gets the snap, takes it up the middle for the first down. Seagraves again the gun, hits Fred Phillips for a nice gain down to the 10-yard line of the Demons. Then Mobley comes back in, steps up in the pocket, finds Mario Guyton for the touchdown. Watch that, wide open, not too shabby right there. That's a pretty good quarterback for Colquitt County. PAT is up and no good. Well, that could be a little significant right there. That made it 7-6. Warner Robins out on top. Now, just before the half, ensuing kickoff, Colquitt, the kicker, drives the ball to 6, fielded by Dominique Butts, and he's going to follow his blockers and go, and flies up the sideline, gets it out to about the 35-yard line. And that was important because time was running about 11 seconds before the half. Odom drops, finds Taylor, middle of the field right here, down to the 35-yard line for Colquitt. And then a roughing the kicker penalty puts Warner Robins close to the field, and Kyle Floyd comes in, drills a field goal right there to make it 10-6, and Warner Robins with a huge victory. This is huge because they're 4A, Colquitt County 5A, and they won tonight, and it's great for Brian Way and the Warner Robins Demons. 16-8 is the final score. They are now 2-1 on the year. When we come back, we'll get the scoreboard. More of the End Zone still to come right here on 41 NBC. Join me every afternoon from 3 until 6 for the Bill Shanks Show on Fox Sports 1670 AM in Macon and online at foxsports1670.com. We talk sports and take your phone calls. And check out the morning show with Charles Olson and Daniel Shirley every weekday from 7 until 9. Plus tomorrow it's the Saturday scoreboard with the legendary Bobby Pope. All right, welcome back to our show. Let's take a look at some of the scores from around the state of Georgia. Let's get to it right now. And we start with Baldwin and West Lawrence. Baldwin now 3-1 on the season. They win easily over the Raiders. 39-13 is the final score. Baldwin will host Mary Persons next week. Mary Persons continues to be on a roll. 36-0 is the final score. They're now 4-0. And Howard falls to 0-4 on the year. Perry, very good football team down there. They lost to Mary Persons in overtime, 3 overtimes last week. Bounced back with a 35-14 win over the Warhawks, who fall to 0-4. Bleckley County in Cochran tonight, they beat East Lawrence 26 to 26, and the Royals are now 2-2. Dodge County, the Indians now 2-2. They beat Swainsboro in a Region 3 AA game. 13-9 is the final score there. They are off next week. Also tonight, Northeast now 2-2. They beat Greene County by the score of 35-20. Also tonight, Putnam County, the War Eagles now 3-1 as they beat the Patriots in Southwest in a Region 4 AA game by the score of 34-6. Wilcox County 37-7 over Lanier County. They're now 4-0. Hawkinsville falls to 2-2 after a 35-0 loss to Marion County tonight. Also FPD now 3-1. They beat Strong Rock Christian 28-10. Wilkinson County now 4-0. They beat Doherty 24-6. And Thompson beats the Golden Hawks from Waco in Sandersville tonight by the score of 45-28. The Golden Hawks are now 1-2, and they are off. They are at Richmond Academy next week. All right, our big winners tonight. Mount Assail wins 49-0. Tattnall 35-14. Stratford wins by 1 point. Peach County 34-0. Westside 23-16 over Rutland. And Warner Robins beats Colquitt County in a big win for them by the score of 16-8. That's our show for tonight. Thank you for being with us. We're back next week for more high school football highlights. For now, I'm Bill Shanks. For all of us at 41 NBC, good night.